Alrighty, guys and gals, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. We're on the Tauren Druid.
Hello.
There's Shifter, is his name. He's self-found. And we're on Doomhowl, which is the permadeath server. We're going to try to get to level 60 with no deaths as a self-found player. What does self-found mean? It means no auction house, mailbox, or trading. Solo self-found, I believe, is you don't group up. Yeah, you know, you're not running dungeons and stuff like that. We can run dungeons if we want. Anyway, this episode, we're going to be slaying some of these cougars. We'll look for some MILFs as well. I don't like that. I don't really like it either. Well, actually, I do kind of like it. Anyway, focus up here. We need their claws, I believe, is what we're doing here. Yeah, we need cougar claws. We also need one more swoop quill or something like that from a buzzard. Yeah. We leveled up, level 8 last episode. We got ourselves a heal, a better heal, and that's it. Level 10 will be a pretty big level for us. I think we get bear form and some other abilities. Hope you guys and gals are doing well today. Not doing too bad. There's a cougar thing. We also need stalker claws. See if we get lucky with this swoop here. See if he's carrying what I need. Do a little bit more melee combat here. Just because. Cheers to you.
Well done.
Nice. We succeeded on the Naked Warrior. Solo leveling and questing to level 60 with no deaths and no gear. It took, I think, 6 months to do that. Yeah. What, 6 months? I'd have to look at the playlist to be sure. I think so. I think it's a pretty long time. Hey, brother. How's it going? A little bit low. Got a little heal over time right there. Looking forward to level 10 because I think we get a couple of upgraded abilities here. Do we need these things? We don't need the Plain Striders anymore. It's a beautiful day outside. I went up to the gym. Nice little workout. Took the car up, washed it, charged it up at the charging station. Got back here and dressed up the tires, man. Now I'm all washed up and I'm doing one of my favorite things. Hanging out with you guys. That's right. Oh, yeah, you're so sweet. I can be sweet. But I can also be salty. See what I did there? I'm wondering, at the time this video comes out, if I have started Oblivion Remastered. Probably have. Not sure what else is going on. What we're getting into. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta run here. I gotta run. This is where thorns, entangling roots rather, would have come in handy. Look at this. Look at this. Brave Dark Sky helped us out right there. We would have gotten away, but the The reason I was running sideways like that, if you're wondering, is because if you run with your back to a target, as you probably know, you almost guaranteed to get dazed. You have less of a chance to get dazed if you're more or less facing the target. Appreciate you, Dark Sky. Not sure where that mob came from. We could do this. I could turn down the ground clutter. It's a lot easier to see things, but it also kind of, I don't know. We're in Mulgore, man. Grassy plains of Mulgore, so I want to see some grassy plains and whatnot. Also, do we have the... No, I'm gathering resources right now for this totem to cleanse. That's about what we're doing. Yeah, let's see what we have coming up at rank 10. This is called What's Training, if you're wondering. Mark of the Wild, rank 2. Oh, this is good. So we get our first attribute increase. Moonfire 10 and also Moonfire 10. Moonfire rank 2 and Rejuvenation rank 2. And we pretty much want all of that. I have decided I'm going to be picking up tailoring so I can make myself some bags. And then probably switch over. What I actually need to do probably is go get at least skinning right now. I was going to go engineering, mining engineering, but I know Target Dummy is pretty much a get out of jail free card. You pretty much, you get into a real bad situation, Target Dummy pretty much saves you. But as a healer, and having things like Entangling Roots, and we're allowed to use health pots, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try to play a little smarter, you know. Like 2 mobs on me, not that big of a deal, especially when we start getting gear. You know, we have no gear restrictions on this character. And I've been doing the Naked Warrior and the Iron Man challenge for, you know, like 5-6 months. So I'm used to being super, super squishy. We don't really have to worry about that too much here. I mean, the gear I'm getting is going to be coming from quest rewards or like chests. A mob drops it, stuff like that. But we will have green gear. So I guess the point is I'm not going to go engineering or mining. I'm going to go with professions that kind of help me. This is one of the things that where I think self-found, well, it shines a little bit on professions, but it's not really, self-found isn't, all the professions don't work well with self-found. That's for sure, 100%. But for us, leatherworking and skinning is almost perfect, if not perfect, simply because we can wear gear that we make. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to run up to Thunder Bluff, and I'm going to pick up skinning because I could be skinning these mobs, and I don't want to get too far behind. And we have enough silver right now to do that. So the primary professions, I think, are only like 10 copper or something like that. The secondary professions are a silver apiece. Look at that little prairie dog there. Looks like a little mouse. He's like, you look like a little mouse. No, I don't. Sass me, prairie dog. Yeah, so what we'll do up here, I'm going to pick up, as I said, we'll pick up skinning and tailoring. We can be acquiring the skins that we need for the, you know, just missed there. However, this one's going to come down first. And I'll hold on to tailoring just until I get myself like some 8-slot bags. I don't know. I'll look at it, see how far it is to get. 10 slots would be even better. And then we'll end up dropping it. I'll have a ton of skins. We'll pick up leatherworking, and hopefully we can just kind of level up quickly. Quickish. Yeah, if I'm being cautious and careful, you know, probably don't have to use leatherworking, right? Leatherworking. Target dummy.
I've been expecting you.
Preparation for ceremony. This is Ian Eagleton. Shifter, my brother soon stands before Chief Bloodhoof, and it is my honor to make his headdress for him. But I want you to do it. I want to ask you a favor while I finish tanning these leather straps. There is not time for me to find enough feathers. Okay, I guess I get it. And I was wondering, would you gather more for me? You can find feathers of the correct size from the harpies residing far to the north and northwest of Thunderbluff. I only need 6 azure and 6 bronze feathers to complete the design. And for this, we will get a little upgrade here.
Go in peace.
I will do that for you, brother. All right. Here is your weapon masters right here. Well, right here. You can learn stuff. It's 10 silver to train up to learn a new weapon. I'm going to ask a guard here because don't really remember where the leather worker is. I'm more familiar with the Alliance than I am the Horde. So, let's see, leather working. Okay, he's right up there.
Ancestors watch over you.
Right. And what about...
What brings you here?
Tailoring? Oh, they're both...
Go in peace.
I think they're both right up here. Orc Warrior. If you're in Thunder Bluff and you're a cooker and you're looking for a fire, there's one right here. You can use this blazing fire. Instead of buying, you know, in Classic, you have to have the flint and tinder plus the simple wood, I think it is. Here's the skinning trainer.
How may I aid you?
10 copper. We will need a skinning knife.
Winds be at your back.
And it looks like this is the... No. Oh, tailor over here. So in Classic, you have different levels of tailors.
What brings you here?
We could already make something, but I'm going to kind of hold off on that stuff right now.
We shall meet again.
I don't have a lot of money here.
Greetings.
This is a leatherworker quest. Greetings, young one. You have a gleam in your eye. I can tell you are eager to venture back to the plains for the hunt. May you bring honor to your clan. I work with the skins of beasts, fashioning them into clothes and armor for the people of Thunderbluff. If you hunt beasts and bring me their skins, then I will fashion something for you. So he wants 12 pieces of light leather. All right. Well, just pick that up. So for tailoring, you need to usually grab some, what is it called? The cloth, coarse thread, but we're not really going to mess with that. And I'm going to be saving, well, I'm not going to be picking up first aid because I'm a healer. I'm going to use the cloth, obviously, for leveling this up. What am I doing here? We need a, I need somebody
I have just the thing for you.
who has a skinning knife. Journeyman. Where's the freak? You can go to a general goods vendor. Cloth merchant. Oh, right here. This guy.
Peace, friend.
So we need to get a skinning knife here. It's almost a silver. That stays in your bag permanently there. All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, should I just go ahead and grab it? Oh, let me put these on the bar here so I don't have to keep doing this. Sorry, guys. Here. Let's put tailoring down here. And there's nothing to put down there for skinning. So we can convert this right now. We may as well. Probably going to throw this stuff in the bank while we're here. I don't need this on me. We will pick up cooking, but not right now. All right, let's see if we have any other quests that we can pick up here in Thunder Bluff. I don't see any. Let's be on our way. Hey, brother. Get yourself a weak-ass Mark of the Wild right there. Right, stop by the bank, which is right over here.
Peace, friend.
Peace, brother. I'll save these. I usually actually put this quest stuff over here. Okay.
Farewell.
A little bit of backspace. See if we can guess right. I'm going to guess left. It's going to be left. 100% left. 100%. I wouldn't risk too much trying to get on one of these things. You've got a little bit of time, but if it's going down, I wouldn't risk it. You can just fall all the way down. All right, let's see. These harpies up here. Yeah, we're not going up there yet. Those things are level 11. We're going to stay in our lane here, level-wise. The Dark Moon Fair. Well, I've got Nova World buffs turned off here, but if I had it on, we could see. It happens like out here. I feel like it should be close. You can get yourself a really good buff there. Do we succeed or fail? Failed attempt. That's a good sign. It's a sign of luck. If I had succeeded, I would have said the same thing. I've gotten really lucky on bags before. I've had 4, 6-slot bags before I hit level 10 on characters. It can happen, but it's rare. Ooh. Wow, I think I just got a critical tick off the Moonfire there is what it looked like. Didn't actually know that was a thing. Cougar Claws. Should level up this episode. A little bit close there, bud. There we go. Bud. You can make some pretty decent stuff with engineering, especially end-level stuff. But aside from target dummy, you can't make like a trinket or anything till like late, right? Late in the leveling process. So, again, I think it's... I want to go with something that benefits me, something almost immediately. Or feel like I'm getting good use out of the profession. I've said this before, but I feel like they made the default distance between you and the mob you're fighting too far. I wish it would have been a little bit closer. Because when you swing your weapon, I mean, unless you've got like some long ass weapon, you don't actually hit the target. It doesn't seem like if you're a rogue with the daggers. So watch the default here. See, we're not even close, right? Like it should be like right in here. Blizzard, get on that. So you know they're going to be all over that. Blizzard is known, I mean, primarily for fixing bugs in the game. Probably what they're best known for. They're not a company who are going to let like bugs stay in the game for 21 years. You're not going to see that. That's right, I was staring into the camera because that was a sarcastic comment. I saw a freak over there. Where's that freak? What are you doing, freak? No Natty. What do you got against Natty? Did you leave any skins over here, brother? Because if and you did, I'm going to pick him up. He did leave some skins. So this is where ground clutter down comes in handy. Or if you're a herbalist, if you're curious about how I switch really quick there, I'll show you the macro for this. It's fantastic. One of my viewers gave me this macro. It's right here. So I have a min and a max. So you just make a new macro. If you don't know how to make a macro, just type in /macro. This comes up, just create a new one, right? Copy this. It has to be exactly with the spacing and everything. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the volume. It's here. Ground effect density. So for max, it's 256. For minimum, it's 16. You think that would be 0 or 1, but it's not, and that's all one word. And I just put two little buttons so I can quickly switch. I also have macros for the volume, 10% and 5%. And I only have this for recording because if you have it on the default sound, in my opinion, it competes with your voice when you're narrating a Let's Play, especially if you're in Ironforge. And especially if you're in Stormwind. It's just too loud. So here's the macro for that, if you're curious. And I had to look this one up. I mean, I had to look up the commands. This took me a long time to figure out. But so this is 5%. If you want to copy that, you can pause the screen, and that's 10%. If you're interested in things like that. If you're not a YouTuber or whatever, it probably doesn't matter. I never actually used to play with the music in the game on. I was always listening to my own music and just chilling or whatever, but I think it adds to the Let's Play. Early on the channel, I had like chill music I would play, especially for games like City Skylines and stuff. I would just have like some chill music in the background. And here in Warcraft, I would do that as well. Like around Christmas time or whatever. The hard part is just finding music that's not copyrighted. But YouTube has their own audio library. And 90% of it is free to use. You don't have to give credit or anything. They actually do it for you. All right, we need one more cougar claw here. Keep that thorns up. Helps out a little. Thorns is going to be great when we're fighting something that has like little teeny like bug ads or whatever. Little worms or something that pops out. They have like 1 health, but they attack really fast. Kind of annoying. Thorns is great for that. Paladin has, I think it's Retribution Ore, I think is what it's called. All right, we just need the wolves here. The wolves. Yeah, this should be the default somewhere in there. In my opinion. Get a lot of these leather scraps. We'll save those because when I pick up leatherworking, you can convert, I think it's 10 of them into a piece of light leather. I think that's how it works. So we'll save all of this. Baconzite. Right on. I think I caught him dodging right there. We'll level up here, a few more kills. I should have the add-ons I'm using listed in the description, but if you see anything that you're like, hey, what's that? Just ask, and hopefully I read the comment, and I can tell you what it is. But I also have 2 or 3 videos on the channel. If you just search the channel, just put add-ons, type it in the search there. I do go over what add-ons I typically use, like SexyMap up here and Bartender and, you know, that kind of stuff. If anybody's interested. What's Training is a great one. My mouse over heels. It's called Click, C-L-I-Q-U-E. So I don't have to keybind anything. I can just use my mouse, just hold it over the character portrait. I use that for all my healers. It's a great one. So if I'm in a party, you know, you have the raid frames over here, I could just click. And what I usually do, it's usually shift left, shift right, and then middle or shift middle, depending on, you know, what class. Like I'll use, you know, like middle mouse button to bubble somebody, shift middle, or heal over time, and then my smaller heal is shift left, and my bigger heal would be shift right. And that saves me, you know, like 5 keybinds right there, or 6, something like that. Oh, I'm forgetting to skin. I do that. All right, we did level up level 9. And I need 3 more. Gotta watch out for these freaks right here. These things with the long patrols is what can mess you up. Got a Walmart delivery coming soonish. Can't skin birds. Makes sense. To me, it makes sense. I don't know why you'd be able to skin a bird. Hopefully we get a little weapon upgrade soonish. I'd like to do a little more melee combat. Let's see if we can get the wolf that we need, and then we can head back. Oh, I also have a thing over here. Let's head towards the Ragged Caravan. How are we doing on time? We're only 30 minutes in. These videos are typically run an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. It's enough time to get a quest or two done, sometimes more. If you're self-found, I would definitely hang on to all the stringy wolf meat that you get. You usually end up with so much that you can pretty much get that first. You can get right to Journeyman, I think it's called. Whatever the first rank is. Like, well, after the first rank, whatever that is. You can get there with the amount of wolf meat and stuff that you collect.
Well done.
There's the light leather for the quest. That's Questie, the little voice you hear there. You can set it to different. If you go into Questie here, left click. Sorry. Yeah, left click. Scroll down here. Quest complete. I don't put on quest objective progress. I wouldn't suggest doing that. I just like the objective and then quest completed. And so, well, we're actually on a Tauren mail.
Well done.
But you can put it to whatever you want. If you want a dwarf.
Well done.
Whatever, right? They don't have, like, the TBC stuff. Like, I don't think they'll have, like, Draenei in here. Because this isn't, you know, the Burning Crusade. Or, you know, the Gilneans, whatever. We'll keep it there. So, do we want to go turn that in? We'll wait to turn that light leather in. Let's see if I can finish up the claws. We'll actually probably save the caravan quest over there for next episode. We also have the Water of the Seers. We might do that next episode as well. Mostly cougars out here. Cougars and dilfs. Gross. Keep our eye out for Mazaranchi. However, I think he's a level 11. I think it's a rare Plane Strider. And I think it's pink. You can tame it as a hunter, pretty sure. but I think it's like a pinkish color. And it's usually like right, I've always seen it like right where we are, kind of. Looks like we have Ghost Howl there as well. These mobs just popped up here. So we've got other people slaying these. Some resists going on here. Hey, brother. Hey, it's no natty. He didn't even put a hit on it. Usually a player runs by. We'll drop a little melee attack on it. Or dot it up for you. If they can. I mean, a real one would. He obviously wasn't a real one. No natty there. Having some sparkling ice, like raspberry lemonade water flavor. It's pretty good. It's got, it's sweetened with, this doesn't have any sugar, but it has like agave or something like that. For somebody who's used to a lot of sugar, the artificial sweeteners probably don't really do it for you. But I can't take something that's super sweet, especially if it's, you know, like the white refined sugar. It's not my jam. Buzzard coming here. We've killed 23 of these. I have an add-on called KillTrack. Pretty bad drop rate, but that's pretty standard. All right, two more. Watch out for this buzzard over here. He's got a super long patrol, looks like. Well, this guy's doing the where you follow the spirit wolf. You don't actually have to follow it. You can just run right up here to the cave. If you didn't know. I didn't know that. For I think one of my viewers told me about that. Yeah, you can just run right to the cave. You don't have to follow the wolf. Unless you're into following wolves. There's our big soul of iron. Let's get a little flex going there. You're welcome. Pretty badass flex the Taurens have. If you're on an undead male, do yourself a favor and watch the flex of the undead male, just /flex. It's so funny, man. Because they have no muscle, right? They're he does this fucking muscle pose where he's like fucking shaking his arms and shit. It's really cool. I have no idea what the female undead flex looks like. I probably have done it before. And here in Classic, as surprising as it is, the Taurens have a super offensive joke that they do. Each class, not class, each race has their own set of jokes. I think they have 5 or 6 jokes. I think humans have the best jokes. But, you know, after Blizzard, all that shit that went down, you know, where they took pictures out of the game and deleted NPCs and all that, there's still some shit, there's still some residual stuff. But they have a joke that I can't believe is still in the game. I think the only reason it's not in the game is because people generally don't, you know, I don't think they're doing jokes.
Moo, are you happy now?
So let me put my silly down here. I think I've got one. Do I? I do. We'll just go through them here.
Here's the beef.
Here's the beef. That's an old Wendy's commercial joke. It's from the 80s or 90s, I think. I think it's from the 80s. It was like this little old lady, and she'd go into, it's in Wendy's or whatever. She's like, "Where's the beef?" You can look it up on YouTube. That's what that's a reference to, if you didn't know.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns. You know, Taurens are born hunters. You ever see a Tauren catch a salmon out of a stream? Really is quite exciting.
This isn't really a
Have you ever seen
joke.
a Tauren stalk a python? Of course you haven't. That's because Taurens are so adept at blending in with their surroundings.
It's more like a statement.
Homogenized? No way. I like the ladies.
That's the one that I can't believe is still in the game. Oh, these are the wrong things here. So let's throw... That's 18 copper. Get rid of that. We want the light leather. Yeah, I need the stalkers here.
You know, Taurens are born hunters. You ever see a Tauren catch a salmon?
We waited too long.
It really is quite
I think they have 5 or
exciting.
6.
Have you ever seen a Tauren stalk a python? Of course you haven't. That's because Taurens are so adept at blending in with their surroundings.
Alrighty. Let's go turn these in. Well done. We'll see our first green from a quest reward in the Barrens. I mean, we could get something here. I think it's possible. But I think you're more likely to see it in your tertiary zone, your third little area that you go into. Hey, brother. We make it to level 40. Well, if we're being real about it, we probably won't get a mount at level 40 because we probably won't have the money to do so.
How may I aid you? Goodbye.
Alrighty, I know that gathering these quills was not an easy task, Shifter. In doing this, you proved that you were a druid of merit. It is good to have you at Bloodhoof Village.
Ancestors watch over you.
Alright, appreciate you. I do prefer a reward with my questing, risking my life and all.
Peace, friend.
Shifter, do you have the claws I sent you to gather? The Thunderhorn water well grows more tainted with each passing hour. Thunderhorn, even. I do.
May the eternal sun shine.
Thank you,
upon
Shifter.
thee.
The purity with which these beasts hunt is vital in the creation of the next cleansing totem. The goblins will never learn the difference between contending with the land and living in harmony with it.
Ancestors watch over you.
The totem is ready, Shifter, and again, it is your task to perform the ritual of cleansing. I don't know why it's my task. Go to the Thunderhorn water well, Thunder Horn water well north of the village and use the cleansing totem in your ritual. After you do this, return to me. May the spirits guide you. We do get a little teeny upgrade here.
Walk with the earth, mother.
I'm about to walk with the earth, but don't call me mother, all right? You'll solve honey, Becky.
Well met.
Sell that junk. This is going to go down here. Alrighty. Got some more wolf meat to turn in. This is going in the bank. And we've got our handy dandy health pot if we need that. We doing all water? We're okay for water. But let's go ahead and grab... I'm going to stick with these refreshing waters right now because we only have 214 mana, so this is overkill, the ice cold milk. And as you can see, if I was to buy, you know, a stack there, it gets real expensive real quick because it's a silver 25 for 5 of them. So I'm just going to stick with this for right now.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
And we're about over 45 minutes. Let's get some rest here. I do want to thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit today. Appreciate it. You guys and gals take care. Shifter and I will catch you in the next episode.
May the wind be at your back.
Peace.